Can you shred a guitar so much that it kills people? No, I didn't think so. And you don't need to. Introducing Rockstar. This Skul can throw down amps, doing insane damage, and shred a guitar solo that makes you beg for forgiveness. So in today's run, we are going to be using this guitar shredding Skul. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so it is the start of Act 1. We have found good old Rockstar here, one of the better unique magic skulls, and we do have him with the amp and the chorus skill. And as you can see, we've got this little bar at the bottom, and when you get that to 100, you summon out the band. Now we are just before the Yggdrasil fight. We have 41 bone fragments. We obviously need 100 to get this guy up to legendary, and we'll go and kill Yggdrasil here, but we'll also show you what items we're rocking. Yeah, so we have the insignia, the standard sword, the standard bow, the rapid sword, and the hunter's wooden longbow. Now, way to do it with Yggdrasil here, I like to just throw down all our amps, and we can literally just bring out the chorus, and that is Yggdrasil dead at the very start. And as you can see, the way I like to do it, if you keep spamming your first attack, you can get the band to come off, and this will kill Yggdrasil here, so we can kind of just sit here and not do anything. But we will activate the chorus, and that is a dead Yiggy. So you want to try and save the band for the boss fights if you can. And what we're going to get out of this chest. You know what, we're actually going to take the unknown seed, because the abyssal virus, you need to do 50% damage to actually activate it, and with Rockstar we aren't really doing 50% damage a lot of the time, because his moves are kind of, you're doing constant damage to your enemies, whereas say if you had a arc glitch or something like that, that's when you're doing the kind of one banging abilities. But right now, okay, so Rockstar here, he does have a few different abilities. His chorus is probably one of my favorite ones, just because it is doing that really big single target damage, unlike if you have the guitar swing. The way you kind of like to play him is you just want to be up front doing loads of damage constantly.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
And we're going to swap out to Lil Skul here. Now, we are looking to get Wisdom 4 for this guy. That is how you play Rockstar. You want to get that all the way maxed out. And do we have any Wisdom in the shop? We do. We get the ritual staff, which is very nice, and we get the hate stone. If we really wanted to, we could go for some spirits, but I'm not really too bothered, so we'll take the ritual staff. We'll also take the hate stone. We'll do one more re-roll, and you know what? The golden whip gives us that 2 treasure. We might go and pick that up. We've gotten rid of the double-edged sword, and we can swap back, come into this room, and our physical damage is going to be doing a lot more now. What? Now, if we can, we want to try and get Rockstar here to legendary either just before the Chimera fight, or if we can get them before the sisters, that will be a lot better. And if you get treasure 2, you do get these chests that will give you money. If you get to treasure 4, you can get items from this stuff. Okay, what we're going to do in this room, I'm going to let everybody spawn, and then we'll go in and kill everybody. Okay, we've only got the big guy left. He's not going to be doing too much, and he is very much dead. We do get a ghoul. Now, if we find the bomber, that will probably be the best one for us to actually be a swap in. But we are onto the adventurer fight, so we'll swap in just beforehand so we can get Rockstar's swapping effect. Here we find we got the ninja and the archer. I want to get rid of the archer first, but whilst we're here, stun them both. She's going to use a mine, so we can just drop some amps on her and then go in on this lady. She is activating her special ability, so we can do what we normally do, drop the band in, and that's going to kill the ninja as well. There you go, that's both adventurer fights getting down. And what rewards are you going to give us? We're just going to destroy him for the bone fragments, and let's make our way up to the sisters fight. We're going to be primarily taking all the skull rooms, like I said, until I get this guy to legendary. That's the way I like to do my runs. If I'm going for a specific skull, I wanted to get this guy to legendary as quick as possible. Act 2's, it's not really too hard. The only main problem that most people face are with the maids. Warrior, we'll just take the bone fragments from you, we'll drop an amp, and that should kill all 3 of those guys. We can then get rid of the totem. Yeah, there's 2 guys kind of falling here. The best way I like to do it, and if you didn't know, Whenever they go orange, that's basically their sign of saying they are going to attack right now. We'll drop another ramp in the middle that kills all of you. Activate the chorus, and he is also very much dead. And who's at the bottom? Who's spawned back in? What are you going to give us? We need a little bit more wisdom. Cavalry decoration, you are literally doing nothing for us, so we'll just keep you in there and get the money. Activate chorus to kill these guys, and then let's make our way up. Now, you can't kill this wizard until you actually clear out the whole room. So what we'll do, we'll drop an amp that should be able to reach both of these guys here. Gargoyle, you are not the one. So we can go into this room, and if we get a rare, we can get this guy to legendary just after the sisters fight, which is really nice. Very good, very nice! Okay, you're going to be nice to us, game. No, you're not. You give us a little Ent Skull there. Nothing we can do about that. Now, Thief Armor can work, but we're not really wanting that. We're going to actually swap out Skul here for Genie. Because we have the Unknown Seed, we will take the food in the shop. And is there any magical items? Yet we get the Wisdom with the staff. And I think we can get rid of fragments of the Sun Wagon. Okay, we can make our way through. And we're looking for one more Skull room so we can get Rockstar up to legendary just before the sisters. Go up here, we'll drop an amp down, and that should be able to hit all three of them. We'll go in a chorus, let these guys come to us, and get in one more money room. It's going to be really unfortunate if we can't get Rockstar upgraded to legendary. Luckily, Rockstar is still very good as a unique, but when he becomes legendary, he does a lot more damage, and it is very noticeable. We are onto the sisters fight. Okay, the sisters fight, not really going to be too much of a problem for Rockstar. Yeah, his band isn't be doing the most damage because they are basically teleporting and moving around a lot. But we'll swap into Rockstar, get a little bit of damage. We're waiting for them to do the double attack where they come down. That is what we wanted, so we can get a lot of damage off there. Drop 3 amps because she'll do her little golden slice, and this is where we can do most of our damage with Rockstar here. You're kind of just waiting. The best way to do it is you're just waiting for them to stand still so you can get the big damage in. We're not wanting to use our band just quite yet, but we do want to kill her just in time. And what we can do here, we can start charging up the band just before we come in, use the amp. And if you dodge, you're not actually using the band yet. So there we go. We can come in here. Is she going to stand in it? And that should be a dead sister. There we go. See, the band does a lot of damage. That is basically his best move in the game. And as you can hear, there's actually a separate track for when you're playing with Rockstar. You get different audio. And what you're going to give us. We do get the third treasure with the golden sword, but I think we can take the Glacier Breaker for now. The standard issue sword is doing nothing for us, so we can make our way onto Act 3. Okay, the final Skull room, no matter what we get, and of course you give us the Harpy Lady. Completely useless for us now because we only need 5, but it's always nice to get. If we really wanted to, we could get Genie up to unique, even though he's not really going to be the best Skull for us to get. Okay, and we get a legendary. What do we get? We get Reaper. Okay, he does come with Harvest, and you know what? We will take him as a side Skull. That's really unfortunate. Reaper is one of my favourites, but he did just come a little bit late, which is unfortunate, but nothing we can do about that. We can drop an amp on both of these guys, and they should both die, hopefully. But if you do spawn the golems here, you don't actually have to kill them. You can just walk away. We can go up here, get the chest room, we get the Warrior's Pauldrons, which we could take for the bow. Yeah, it's giving us that little bit of money with the insignia, but we don't really need it anymore. And the Pauldrons, Warrior's Pauldrons, is the best defensive item in the game, in my opinion. But now we are just waiting to get to the Adventurer fight so we can actually upgrade Rockstar to Legendary here. There is the little Halfling girl, so you know what? We will take just a tad bit of damage so we can upgrade our Unknown Seed. And what are you going to give us? Hopefully it is something good. Nah, it's just the 15%. Drop an amp and kill all of you guys up here. If you can get treasure early game, I always highly recommend it. It is possibly the best inscription in the game, as it gives you a lot of money. We do have this shop, and we are looking for some more wisdom. We only actually have wisdom 2 right now. Okay, we are getting a lot of Absolute Zero, and we could get Absolute Zero 4 here, which could be a fun run to use. So you know what? Whilst we have the Glacier Breaker, I think it could be a shout. Yeah, we're going to swap up the run. We are going to get all of these going. So you know what? The Hunter's Wooden Bow, you can go. We'll get the Frost Witch's Staff. The Ice Shoes of Bitter Cold we'll swap out for the Golden Whip, and we'll take the Ice Scale Spolders for, you know what? Even though I said I wanted to keep the Unknown Seed, it doesn't really do too much. We can save that. We do get the Lunar Ring. We will be taking you just for that magic damage, and the Warrior's Pauldrons can go. Okay, so this is, it's not normal, but doing a weird kind of ice run with Rockstar here isn't a bad choice. If we really need to, we can always swap it out if you find more wisdom items, but right now having Absolute Zero 4 isn't really going to be too much or detriment us too much here. We do have the meteors from Artifact coming up, and we're going to make our way and destroy this totem very quick because we don't want to give the enemies extra damage. Best way to come through here, we're going to use Reaper, get a few souls actually, try and get this guy upgraded just a little bit. If we can get Reaper up to 50 souls, his skills do get upgraded and they do become a lot better. And we do have two of his best abilities in Harvest and Silence. But we are onto the Adventurer fight now. We'll save the swapping, and who we fighting? We got the Priest, the Fire Witch, and the Ninja, or the Thief, should I say. We'll get you to switch. We can use Sentence, and we're going to kill the Priestess first. Let's drop all the amps, and let's go in. Absolute Freeze doing a ton of damage for us right now. Swap back into Rockstar, and we can just use the chorus, and that is all the adventurers dead. And what are you going to give us for it? We get Hope Slasher. It's just the wrong run for this. So we'll destroy you, and we can now get Rockstar up to Legendary. Okay, so here we have the Legendary Rockstar. And as you can see, we've still got the amp and the chorus, but now when we use chorus, as you can see, it sets up 2 amps nearby, so we basically just get more amps now when we're doing the damage. And amps are both the same, but they spawn 2 instead of 1 that do more damage than usual. He is quite cool. I do like Rockstar here. Attack speed doesn't really do too much for him, but what we can do, we'll set the amps up down here, and that should literally just kill everybody in this room. But now we've got Rockstar 2 Legendary, we are looking to try and get him up to, or try and get the better items, because if we can get to Wisdom level 4, it does make Rockstar a lot better. Even though using this Absolute Freeze Zero run is cool, it's not really ideal for him. But what we can do, we can set the amps up, and that is going to kill both of these golems very quickly. And you can swap into Reaper and get a few souls done. And when we get into 50, as we do now, you can see his skills now change. So Harvest basically covers the entire screen and kills everyone. I will need to be doing a separate Reaper run, so stick around if you do want to see that. We do get a Legendary, we get Pain and Despair. Now, if you didn't know, attack speed on Rockstar literally does nothing, so even though this is my favourite Legendary, it's just going to go straight to the coin balance. And what do we have in the shop? Okay, Nether Mana Suppressor, we are going to have to take that. I think it's going to be time for the Insignia to go. Now, I think that is our 3rd Wisdom. We only need 1 more Wisdom, and we become a lot better, and we get the Demonomicon, which is also insanely good. So what we can do for that is get rid of the Hate Stone, take you, and now we're just going to go back into all our treasure rooms. If we can, we are looking for a Quintessence, because as you can see, we do not have one white now, which is not really favourable. We want to get one by the end, preferably before Chimera fight. But the way we're going now, Absolute Zero is doing a lot of damage for us. We're not too bothered about the skill switcher, so we can come on over and just take money now. And we're going to switch into Reaper, because this room is basically built for him. So we can go up Harvest, and is that going to kill both the golems? No, but it does get them extremely low. We can use Invincibility Frames. Let's swap out into good old Rockstar, and he can just kind of clean up the entire area now. Okay, who is that? We get the Lion Gust. So, little Gust there, he will give us an item if we pay him a little bit of coin. It's not too bad. If you give us any wisdom, it'll be very nice to you. We get, I mean, the Hate Stone we literally just got rid of, so it can stay there. We don't need you. If we find a King Slime, I will be extremely happy because, as you did see, we do have the Lunar Ring, and if we duplicate that, we get an even better version of Fulgent Dawn that is built for basically magic builds. Or you can come in this room, literally our ramps can just kill everybody, so we can just kind of wait for these guys to come towards us, and we should be on the Chimera fight pretty soon here. I think it might be after this room, in fact. And am I correct in saying we are on the Chimera fight? We are. Okay, we're going to swap out into Reaper then and get this fight started. Alright, here it is. We have Chimera. We'll use Reaper's abilities just to get a little bit of damage off. We can use Sentence to come in, and we're not really going to be taking too much damage, so what we can do, we'll set up the chorus, drop a few amps, and the band should basically just kill Chimera. Look at his health just drop completely. That is a very dead Chimera fight. And what are you going to give for us in return? Okay, we literally get nothing that we need, so you know what, all we're going to do, we'll destroy the Armor of Fear, take the money, and make our way into Act 4. Okay, we're in the first room, and one thing I did forget to say, as you can see, if you look down at the bottom here, with a little Rockstar's skull, he does get, if you continuously play the music and do damage, you get a 30% bonus in magic damage and cooldown speed, which is quite cool, I have to say. Well, we can jump up here, kill the rest of you guys, and all we're doing is looking for that final wisdom. Okay, who's here? Oh, they've spawned at the back. Okay. Yeah, we're looking for that final wisdom, and that is going to boost our magic damage way up there. And if we can somehow get our artifact up to 6, it is on 5 right now. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping all of the absolute 0. It was cool to have at the very start, but I don't know if it is 100% worth to keep. Well, we're going to swap into Reap here. We'll get him a few more skulls left. So what we can do, we can use Silence here, kill all these guys, and then come in for a harvest. And that has basically killed most, or if not the rest of the screen. Okay, we've got the shop up next. What are you going to give us? Any wisdom? No, you get the Sage's Time. You can come in here, and anything Abyssal Virus I'm not too bothered about. Okay, we do get Master Fighter, which I know I kind of wanted to keep this Absolute Zero stuff going, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of one of these and bring Master Fighter up. Get rid of the Ice Shoes of Bitter Cold, grab Master Fighter just for the better damage against the bosses. Still looking for a Quintessence, which we're only going to find now after the hero fight. Swap into Rockstar, he can basically just kill the rest of these guys. I didn't really want to use Band, I kind of wanted to save that. Most of these guys, they're not really causing too much of a problem. The run is basically finished. All we really need is, like I said, that one more wisdom. That'll really just complete the run. Okay, we can come up here, use Harvest. Is that gonna literally kill everyone? No, we got one guy survive. If we get another 60 souls with Reaper, we will be able to get his abilities upgraded again, and we get the Fox Skull. If you're gonna be nice, I would take a little bit of magic damage. And we get HP, which is never a bad one. We'll take the extra money room, and we can go in here, use Sentence. That should harvest the rest of these guys up. Only a few stragglers remain, but we can just use Chorus and kind of kill the rest of them. Okay, we got another treasure room. Just give us the final wisdom. That is all I ask of you. We're not looking for anything else. We just need that final wisdom. Do get the reroll NPC, which we do not need, so we'll swap into Reaper here, finish him off, and we do get legendary. We get Infinite Bone. Could get rid of one of the absolute zeros, which we might get rid of the Ice Scale Spolders for. Infinite Bone, very good skill. If we get double harvests, that will work quite well here. But who are we fighting? We get the Paladin. Okay, we can come in here. We're going to start off with a harvest, take you out. We can then silence straight through, and we're going to swap into... Is he going to stand still for us? No, this is the problem with him. Okay, I've 100% dodged that, but it does not look like it. We need to run away. We can swap into Reaper after this, get a little bit of damage off. Come back into Warrior here. Let's dodge out of the way of all these guys, and he did get the revive off of us. That is really not what we were looking for. Paladin, probably the hardest hero to fight just because he has so much health, but we can kind of wait out his ult with Reaper's Harvest here, which is quite nice. We can then go for another silence, and we just want to do as much damage as possible to this guy, and he is dead. Are you going to give us anything good for it? You know what, we're just going to have to get rid of the Justice Served, and let's make our way through to Joan. Okay, we've got the big guy up here, and is that King Slime I see? I think it is. If we can get King Slime to duplicate us a lunar ring, that will be extremely good. Possibly the best thing that could happen. We can use Chorus to drag all these guys in, and they are all going to die. I don't mind using the band here, we will have enough time. There's nothing I really do mind. The only things I wouldn't really want him to do is get rid of or is duplicate the absolute zeros. But what are you going to give us? Master Fighter. Okay, I mean, you know what? We can get rid of the Frost Witch's staff, and all we need is one more wisdom now. Gold Incense Burner, we're not bothered about. You can stay over there. Swap into Reaper, get a few souls from this. We do only need 30 more to be able to get his abilities all maxed out, and then Reaper is going to be doing a lot more damage for us. So we'll come in here, use Silence, get rid of all these guys. Okay, we're going to take the treasure room. We should have a shop coming up pretty soon, so we can spend all the money we do have. We'll get rid of the totem. Let's swap into Reaper here. We'll harvest to kill the big guy. Okay, we can harvest again. Luckily, Infinite Bone doing very good for us right now. We do have the shop. Are you going to give us our last and final wisdom? No, but we do find the ring. Okay, we are going to get rid of the Glacier Breaker here. We will pick up the ring. I said this in last episode. It is literally just the best item in the game. The ring, it just gives you so much utility. It is always worth getting. And Reaper finally has his skills all jacked up to the max. He's going to be doing a lot more damage now. Okay, we'll swap in here, use Chorus. Let's get rid of all of this damage. And we're still looking for that final wisdom. We're not really too close to finding it just quite yet. But once we do find it, we'll be doing a lot more. We can harvest here. And if you didn't know, every time Reaper collects a soul, even after 150, he is getting a magic damage bonus every time you use it. Okay, we'll take the money room. We are looking to be fighting Joan extremely soon. We want to try and keep the band if we can. The band being Rockstar, should I say, main boss killing weapon. He's doing a lot more damage now. He's got his skills up to the max. And we got, I think this is going to be the last room before Joan. I really didn't mean to do that there, but it is what it is. Let's not jump off the map again. Okay, last few guys in here just before the Joan fight. These are going to kill the rest of you lots. We can do a little bit of harvesting. We have fallen off the map again. Let's not do that any more times. So we're going to make our way to Joan, and hopefully this should be working extremely well for us. We've got the Nether Mana Suppressor up. We've got the two Master Fighters. We should be doing a lot of damage. Alright, come on, Joan. This should be an easy fight. We're going to save the band for when we're actually fighting her, but we'll drop the amp. That's one down, and as you can see, we're getting a load of health orbs from this. And even though I said I wanted to save the band for Joan, I was lying. I actually wanted to use it now. We can go in, use Harvest, kill all of you guys, and that is the second pillar dead. We do have everything on cooldown. We're going to take the health orb just before real quick, and we can come up, fight Joan. If she stays in the middle, she should be pretty much dead here, and we can just go for the chorus, put the 3 amps down, and that is doing a lot of damage to Joan right here. If we sit here, we shouldn't get attacked by that orb, so you can just kind of hit her on the side because she's not really wanting to be anywhere near us. We'll drop another amp, and that is Joan dead. Very, very quick fight there, and you're going to give us our final wisdom. You do. We get the Light Spirit Loo, the best spirits. Unfortunately, We don't have a quintessence, but who needs one? Could be time, yeah. We're going to get rid of the infinite bone here, take light spirit Lou, and we are onto the hero fight. So we can see what magic damage. We are on 1,253. Okay, that's kind of one of the highest magic stats that I've actually seen. We are doing an absolute ton of damage, but whilst we're here, we're actually going to use Reaper so we can get a few of his, or try and get a few more souls left. We do get the bone of mana. We could honestly swap that out for the magic staff. You know what? We are going to be doing that. We'll swap the magic staff out, get the bone of mana. We'll reroll one more time, and we get nothing else. We can come in this room. We're going to just get as many souls for Reaper before the hero fight as we can. And guys, it is about this time that I do say, if you did enjoy today's episode and you do want to help support the channel, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new here to see more Skul content. But we are going to be fighting Dad very soon, so let's get into it. Okay, here we are fighting the first hero. We're going to stay in as Reaper just for a little bit to get a little bit of damage off with him. We're going to use the harvest to get that big damage off at the start. Lou doing a decent amount. Let's swap into Rockstar here. Let's try and get him to sit in this corner. Just so we can kind of go in with the chorus. Let's use the band and just kind of dodge all these attacks here. And is this going to be the first phase of Dad complete? No, because we're going to have to dodge all his attacks here. What we can do, we can drop an amp on him. He should be lying in this, and that is his first one dead. We're on to phase 2. We'll swap back into Reaper now. Try and get a little bit of damage off with him. We'll harvest first before he can actually use his attack there. And this is where I'm going to shut up and get to work here. And there we go. Second phase of Dad is complete. This run is over. It was a very fun run. Very, very overpowered. We literally couldn't get anyone better. But we'll swap into Reaper, finish him off, and this should be all nice and finished. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just stay in as Rockstar and just tank all of his hits, because he's not killing us. There we go. That is the run complete. Now, guys, if you did go on to enjoy today's episode and you did enjoy this Rockstar run, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here. This has been Mystic, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.